So I was on the YMS clips, and I noticed that the video talking about the Zachary Levi controversy had a bit more views than the other ones, and I was like, okay. I checked the comments, expecting, because the overall sentiment was like, yeah, who cares if he's conservative? Who cares? What are we gonna do? Just say you can't be a conservative, like acting in movies? Like, I don't care, as long as you're not like so far overboard. But then I saw like a bunch of comments being like, Adam is so hilariously misinformed about things because he's woke and he gets his information from bad sources. Because I said, well, at least he's not Gina Carano. And let's listen to the phrasing here. Let's listen to the phrasing, actually. What's her face?
I love
Gina Carano saying like unvaccinated people were actually Anne Frank or something. Okay, so I'm on a live stream playing a video game. I'm not gonna like go to Google and look up the exact quote, but I think I paraphrased it pretty well. After looking it up after the fact, I think I paraphrased it pretty well. Let's continue.
I think so. That sounds right.
You take it so far where you're saying like, she was basically just saying like, the Holocaust never happened. She was basically just saying the Holocaust never happened. Is that an implication of a direct quote? I don't think so. I think that the context of this being a live stream where I'm not gonna let's look up the exact quote, because I didn't say that she literally said the Holocaust never happened. I said it's basically as if she said that, right? It's her on Instagram comparing being unvaccinated to being a Jew in the Holocaust. In my perspective, that is akin to basically just saying the Holocaust never happened. If your version of the Holocaust was like, oh, I chose not to get vaccinated, or like I'm being penalized at work by having to take a test every day instead of being vaccinated, and that's an inconvenience to me. Downplaying the Holocaust in such a way that you might as well be saying it didn't happen. So no, it's not like, it's so weird because whenever you say something that like pisses off conservatives, they come in out of the woodworks and they have such a loaded perspective of like all of these things that are built up that you have to unpack and be like, okay, what the fuck are you even talking about first? There's people on this post, there's a bunch of them that just showed up out of nowhere, and their perspective is that I must be being fed misinformation for me to paraphrase things in that way on a live stream where I'm obviously like, and even the phrasing of what I said was like, it's basically as if she said that. That was my phrasing. Very obviously, given how I phrased it, it's a comparison that I'm making. And if you disagree with that comparison, that's fine. But nowhere in that comparison was it like, oh, I was fed misinformation. I wasn't fed misinformation. I saw the shit that she posted. I didn't even say like, oh yeah, she like deserved to be fired or anything. I just said like, at least he's not that crazy. And I think, yeah, when the point that you're making, when you're saying like unvaccinated people is some sort of, I guess, equivalency to being genocided in the Holocaust, you might as well be saying that it didn't happen. You might as well be saying it at that point.